I found a good quote a few years ago that stuck with me. Good people are like candles. They burn themselves up to give others light. When I first read this quote, one name came to my mind. Tomlinson. Louis is many things to many people, an enigma of sorts. Louis, to people who doesn't understand him, is a scapegoat. He's someone who isn't taken seriously, the bad boy of the band. To some outsiders, he's easily one to pick on, the one with the shaky voice because of years of lack of confidence, the one who gets too loud and drinks too much. None of the latter is true, but I'm here to talk to people that appreciate him. I'm here to write and hope he reads and hope he smiles, because of the world is a little darker without the thousands watts grin plastered across his face. I'm here because I've seen Louis who starts believing in himself. I've seen the Louis who gets thin and stops smiling. I've seen him look down at his feet to keep himself instead of looking out at the world and greeting it. I feel obliged to let him know that we would do anything to prevent this from happening again. Sometimes I see a boy who is made to feel like things that made him unique were wrong, and it breaks my heart. Sometimes I see a boy who lost hope in things, but not forever. Just enough to make him less soft, just enough to make his heart a little harder than it should have been. That Louis is the only version I hate seeing, because that version is the one that believes the lies he's being told. None of those things are true either, but it's hard to believe that the little voice inside your head is right when you hear the voices you will hear louder speak the opposite. So Louis, this is for you. You are the sunshine personality. You are absolute light in this world. You are the kind of person who doesn't keep the light to themselves. You'd rather give it to everyone else, even if that means you run out. You don't selfishly hold on to the good that comes to you. You give it away freely to people so they can taste it too, so they can feel it too. You have a heart of gold and it is beautiful, but I know it can be heavy. You are gorgeous in mind and body and soul, but there are parts of you that are weighed down, and although it happens to everyone, it's sad when it happens to someone who deserves it so much more. I hope you know that even when things get heavy, when your heart feels hard, that it's not you who's weak, not you who can't even carry everything. It's the world. It's the outside forces taking too much from you, leaving you with their baggage while they take your light. It's a reflection of them, not of yourself. You are still vibrant, still young, and still full of life. Sometimes the qualities in ourselves are very hard to see, but you are the kind of person that people want to remember forever, because the thought of you brings them happiness. So thank you, Louis. Thank you for giving us all to your fans. Thank you for all the times you laughed with us, cried with us, smiled with us. Thank you for your continued generosity with the people who look up to you. Thank you for your loyalty. It shows in the way that you keep your friendship, the way you've loved your band, the way you protect your family. The things that you keep grounded are the things that you give your all, and it's refreshing to see. Thank you for being yourself, even when it's hard. I don't claim to know your story, but things we've gathered collectively hasn't been the easiest ride for you, but you've always tried. You've made it loud and outspoken, and you've always kept your laugh. You've kept your heart, the one that makes you strong and at the very same time it makes you weak, but in a good way. You've kept your spirit, the one that shines a light upon not just you, but the ones around you. And you've kept your kindness, your compassion, and your generosity. You give to the less fortunate, you give to those who are sick, be it with money or with time. You show up and you're willing to help, and it's admirable to see that in someone who has much power as you do, someone who has a voice that people listen to. Thank you for standing up to your friends, for yourself, and for the people around you. Thank you for standing up to the fans. You inspire a lot of us to be strong, to give us the chance and give us the courage to think our voice matters, even when it's weak. even when it fails. You're a source of sunshine, and we can only hope to be that back for you. Lately I know the road has been rough, and regardless of what's said and what's done, of what's unspoken, you've got the most supportive fans in the world. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, behind the lights, but the glimpses you've given to us in your personal life do allow us to think that maybe right now this is one of the rougher times. One of the places in life where it's harder to make sense of what's going on around you. So if you feel weak, if you need to step off stage, if you miss a mark in a song or can't keep in a moment, know there are people who will pick you up when you're down. Know the fans care about you and would protect you just as your lads and mates do. And know that we all believe that through the darkness you'll shine. Through the rubble you'll come out stronger, and through the struggles you'll find deeper love. Thank you, Louis, for everything.